Redmi today have published even more information about the Redmi Note 8 Pro. This series is going to be released on the 29th of August, but really I don't know what they're going to tell us on the 29th of August that they haven't told us already. They've gone so far today as releasing official renders of the phone, and today they told us just how powerful this phone will be using that Mediatek chip. So they used Antutu benchmark to compare this to the Kirin 810 processor and also the Snapdragon 710 processor. But remember, this is a budget phone, so we can see that it just isn't quite as powerful as that Kirin 810 processor found in, for example, the Honor 9X, which a lot of people will be weighing up whether to go for an Honor 9X or a Redmi Note 8 Pro. I had the Honor 9X on the channel, did loads of tests and reviews on that. You can go and watch them if you want. I was actually really surprised at the power of that Kirin 810 processor. So I'm not surprised that it's not getting beaten by any of the other chips. Also, that Kirin 810 is used by Huawei in a lot more, way more expensive phones than that Honor 9X. What it really comes down to is the price of the Redmi Note 8 right now. So you can get the Honor 9X for about 1600 RMB for the 6GB version. And I expect the Redmi Note 8 Pro to be really coming in at a similar price tag, maybe even a bit lower depending on the configuration. So the Honor 9X looks to be a little bit more powerful, but the Redmi Note 8 Pro features a quad camera at the back there and that new 64 megapixel sensor, something that the Honor 9X just doesn't have. It has a dual camera at the back there, no ultra wide. So it looks to be a way up which one you're going to prefer. Do you want some more power, or do you want maybe a little bit less power and some more camera functionality? Even though Redmi are advertising this as a gaming phone, looks like it's not going to beat that Kirin 810 processor found in the Honor 9X. Xiaomi have also told us that this phone is going to get a 4,500 milliamp hour battery. Anyway, they've said that they're including a cooling system in the Note 8 Pro that will help the processor stay much cooler when playing games. That's very important because this Mediatek chip is a 12 nanometer chip. It's less power efficient, so it uses more battery and it gets hotter. That's why Redmi have included a cooling system and a bigger battery than normal. So really the only thing we need to know is what is the price of this phone. Maybe they'll tell us tomorrow. Huawei have just sent this out in China, teasing the new Kirin chipset plus 5G. 6th of September, we'll find out a lot more about just what this chipset will do. It will be going in the Mate 30 series, and I expect Huawei to first announce the new Kirin chipset, and then a few days later announce the new Mate 30 series, which for sure will have 5G models within that series. And talking about 5G, the Vivo iQOO is without a doubt the world's cheapest 5G phone right now. It was released yesterday in China and it just won't get a lot of hype, this phone. The Vivo iQOO brand, for one reason or another, just hasn't really hit the mainstream, probably because it's more of a gaming brand. But for just over 3,000 RMB, you can get a Snapdragon 855 Plus, 44 watt fast charging, a huge 4,500 milliamp hour battery, an OLED screen. It's incredibly cheap for a 5G phone. And we finish on OnePlus. But more information about OnePlus's TV came to light. OnePlus will be using QLED technology. With the OnePlus TV, they will not be competing with Xiaomi or Redmi to give a budget type device. They're going over the premium segment of the TV industry with Samsung and Sony. And that's really the tactic of OnePlus going forward. OnePlus now seeing themselves as really a premium type of brand. Their phones are becoming more premium, more expensive, and they said they do not want to compete with budget devices in the TV market either. So expect a fairly high price and very good quality out of that device. A 55-inch QLED TV from OnePlus. Also, a leak regarding OnePlus yesterday is the possible change of the camera setup at the back of the OnePlus 7T coming next month. Take this one with a pinch of salt, but they could be improving the camera setup, or at the very least changing the design. Something that a lot of people said was the Achilles heel of the OnePlus 7 Pro was the camera. If OnePlus can do that and give us a great camera on that phone, that would be a really decent device. So OnePlus are positioning themselves as a more premium type of brand with the TVs and in their phones too. That's going to alienate some of their initial customers, but maybe they'll find more fertile ground in that area of the market. Anyway, that's it for now, but I'll see you in the next one.